Hello, everybody. This is Brian Ankney with Auto Success Magazine. Hey, I appreciate you all taking the time to join us today. A couple of things before we get started on discussing how to utilize video in service with TED. I want to go over a couple of things with you. If you haven't noticed, Auto Success has a new website. Our website's just a little over a week old right now, and the page I have pulled up here is the subscriptions. Subscriptions. And if you look on here, a few options. If you'd like to get the magazine in the mail, you can get the magazine in the mail. If you would like to get the magazine emailed to you, you can sign up to get the magazine emailed to you. And now, if you would like to have the magazine text message to your phone, you can sign up for that as well. This is on our new website, autosuccessonline.com, and you just click on the subscriptions right here at the top. And now, a couple other things before we get started is, if you have any questions, please type them in to the question function on your screen. If you're on a laptop or a PC, or a tablet, it's going to be on the right side of your screen. You hit the plus sign next to questions, type in your question. Now, if you're on a smartphone, it varies from device to device. It's in Androids and Apples, and even within the families are not the same. So somewhere on your screen, you either have a header or a footer or a frame. There'll be a question mark in that header, footer, or frame. Click that. It'll allow you to ask the question, and then you just swipe to get rid of it. And if that doesn't work on your device, look for the icon that looks like a monitor that would sit on top of your desk. That'll take you back into the webinar. Now, with all that being said, I would like to introduce Ted Dupuy. Today we are going to talk about the how-to on the how-to. We're going to use service videos. Ted, please take us away.
Hey, thank you, Brian. Thank you, everyone, for joining today and your interest level. Today, I wanted to present to you the how-to on the how-to when it comes to video marketing in your service department. I'm going to assume that everyone joining us today is either wanting to extend your current video strategy into the service department, or you are a service manager wanting to leverage video to increase your engagement with your current website visitors. As more and more dealerships are starting to do a good job with their video marketing strategy, the stories that shoppers are getting exposed to are getting better and better. And in the end, the best story wins. Video is the best way to deliver a story. Video combines the auditory and the visual senses that allows us as humans not only to consume more content, but remember it as well. Video is a great way to tell your dealership story, and more importantly, your service department story. If a customer can see you and at the same time hear you tell your story, this builds not only trust and credibility, but humanizes your department. So why does video work? Since we as humans are physically hardwired to respond to movement, the pitch of voices and body language, all of which create strong emotional connections, we are attracted, if not consumed, with watching video over any other marketing medium. Dr. James McQuivey, a researcher for Forrester, states that a 1-minute video is equal to 1.8 million words. Now, that's a lot of words. That is equivalent to 3 of Tolstoy's novel War and Peace. Now, could Tolstoy, if video had been available, have just shot a 20-second video to convey the same message? Probably not. But let's look at how McQuivey came to that astounding 1.8 million words. We have all heard that a picture is worth 1,000 words. Those words would be part telling the story of the picture, and the other words would be describing the scene or the setting of the picture. Now, there are 30 pictures or frames in 1 second of video. Multiply that by 60 seconds, and voila, we have 1.8 million words. Now, let's circle back to what we as humans are hardwired to respond to: movement, pitch of voice, and body language. All of these convey the emotion to the viewer. Now, not all videos are created equal. Based on the content and the quality, there are some 60-second videos that are probably worth only 100 words, and there are some 60-second videos that are probably worth 6 billion words. Technology to utilize video in our marketing mix advances on a daily basis. Technology drives how we shop. It used to be something, when something broke on our car and we wanted to fix it ourselves, We went to the parts store and listened to how we could loosen this bolt, remove this first, take the belt off, etc. We would then take our part home and try to remember what the parts guy said. We would get stuck and go back a few more times till we got it right. When we were able to use the internet with finding manuals on the topic and look at diagrams, which we can still do, but what would be your optimum method of seeing how something is done? Of course, a video. Google reports that how-to and other types of engagement searches are up 70% year over year. That's a lot. For an example, when searching on how to change the oil in a Chevy, there are over 10 million search results. Now, I'm sure we may have some certified mechanics, or at least you have them working for you at your dealership, and I would venture to say that they would cringe at most of these videos that are offered up, from the safety standpoint to the right tools to the proper disposal of the waste, and I'm sure these concerns wouldn't even scratch the surface as to what a professional would catch. So for those that may not have seen the recent statistics on what video is producing, allow me to share. Here are some amazing results as to what happens when we implement video on a landing page or a website. An 80% increase in conversions when video is utilized on a landing page. Those are big numbers. So we know that video can produce on a landing page, what video will produce on a landing page or a website, but what about the click-through rate when used in email communication? Here we see Forrester reports that it's been seen to be a 200% increase in engagement when video is used in email. I don't know about you, but those are very compelling numbers. This is really simple. Nothing delivers the informational value that a video can. This is why consumers love them. Nothing delivers the emotional value of a video, and this is why marketers love them. Now, let's couple those statistics with the fact that a lot of consumers believe that getting their service done at your dealership is not only going to take longer, but also cost more for those same services than other places. PCG just released a research report last month that found that 42% of customers said the price was a determining factor when utilizing an independent service center. There is no better way to overcome the consumer's fear, like price, while tapping into those statistics than with a video. For the service department, video will really help you to humanize your departments and your personnel. Let prospective customers know that you are a local business employing local citizens. One of the biggest mistakes that most dealerships make is to neglect the service department in their video marketing efforts. If we think about it, the biggest problem our service departments have with the public, as we have stated and I'm confident you have experienced, is fear. You use video to humanize, you can quickly overcome fear. There are 5 kinds of videos that you can utilize in combination to both overcome fears and greatly increase your sales and profits. There's the value proposition video. This is the why service with us video. There's the testimonial videos. This is where customers are talking about their great service from your dealership in their words. There's the service manager introduction. This is humanizing and also why trust us video. And then there is the how-to video. This is the credibility builder video. And finally, there is the upsell video. This is the video you use in communication with your customer. The value proposition video answers the why trust us question, or why do you service with us question. PCG also stated in that same report, why do you service with us videos are a must on your service page. Many customers are afraid if they bring their vehicle into a dealership service department, the repair will be expensive or they will experience unnecessary upsell. Personally, I have taken my truck into the local dealer to get my oil changed before a trip. And then while waiting, the service tech comes out and I'm thinking, wow, that was fast, awesome, I get to move on with my day. I'm also thinking to myself, they listened to me, I just got my oil changed. But the tech comes out with a checklist telling me that I need this and I need that, and they can do it for this. And they're about to get my oil changed. They haven't done it yet. Now, I am usually in a hurry to get out of there and on the road. And after all, I just wanted to get my oil changed. I just wanted my tires rotated, whatever I went in for. Now, in hindsight, in defense of the service department, they're looking out for me and my safety. I would like to think so, at least. I also recognize that they are also looking for an upsell. I can't blame them. It's the perfect time. They have my vehicle up on the lift and they're able to see everything. But at that very moment, as a customer, the upsell is what I focused on. The upsell of unnecessary fixes. Now, I know that I'm not alone. But if the expectations of what I was going to experience and why they were doing it had been presented to me, whether when in the service lane, when handing my vehicle off, or had there been a short video explaining this on when I was visiting the website, service page for hours of operation, I would have had a totally different service department experience. Value proposition videos can set the customer's expectations prior to them visiting, resulting in a much better customer experience and definitely greater satisfaction. Now, here's an example of a value proposition video.
At TESTIMONIAL, we understand how important and honest and trustworthy parts of the service department can be to your overall service experience. Whether it's routine maintenance or a major repair, you can put your trust in our people and our state-of-the-art facilities. We take great steps to make sure our technicians are well-trained, certified to get the job done right the first time, every time.
It would make me feel much happier about purchasing a vehicle knowing it's, mechanical issues in the safety inspection, that it's done correctly and done by a certified technician.
Gives me confidence and just makes me feel comfortable knowing that the repairs are going to be handled well and it's going to be the best service I can get.
Our customers ask for a parts and service department that was convenient, reliable, and friendly. But most of all, they wanted to put their trust in us. So if you want to bring your vehicle to a service department that will get the job done right, come see us at Kia Puyallup. We listen to our customers and we get it.
In the value proposition video, address your customer's fear by featuring friendly service personnel. Focus on how your technicians are trained, the quality of your repair work, and most of all, emphasize your trustworthiness. And be certain to mention any awards you've won and your positive Better Business Bureau rating. Let's move on to the testimonial video. This tells the shopper your customer service experience in their words, which is always a lot more powerful than you describing the experience in your words. Create videos that feature happy and loyal customers explaining in their words how great the experience was when getting their vehicle serviced with your dealership. When recording their testimonial, ask the customers to explain what their biggest fears were when they came in and how your service department eased their fears, took care of their repairs, and also mention how reasonable the pricing was. Here's another testimonial video.
Kia was giving you that better warranty, It is the best warranty out there in the industry. Nobody can match it. It gives you the peace of mind in driving a Kia from Puyallup, knowing that it's going to be safe, it's going to be taken care of for over 200,000 miles. And that's what really keeps me coming back to Kia Puyallup.
I'm a small business owner myself, and it's incredibly important for me to purchase locally, and so I like the fact that they give back to the community because that's something that I strive to do as well. I never felt the pressure to buy. I never felt the pressure to make a snap decision. I was able to get exactly the car I wanted at the price that I wanted and drive it out of the lot on the date and the time that I wanted.
We've been coming here for years. We've purchased actually 4 cars from Kia Puyallup, and they've been awesome. If you want to come in for service, you want to be able to get in and out quickly. Here, it's a painless process to get what you need.
Kia Puyallup's a place to go because, they take care of their customers. And, if you got a question, call or come in and they're right there to help you.
I feel like they care about me. And it wasn't just that I bought their car. They care about me that I still love the car and I'll be safe in my car for many, many years to come. I would highly recommend this because it was such a pleasant experience. I feel like I got a luxury car at a real reasonable price. No pressure at all. It was so simple.
Again, when talking when getting your customers to talk about their dealership experience, regardless of whether it is for your service department, your sales department, or just your dealership in general, ask them to speak of the fears they may have had, the fears that they had sitting at home prior to coming in, and how your dealership was able to overcome them. How helpful the service department was in setting the expectation for the service. Another very important topic for them to address in their words is about the pricing. Ask them to speak of the reasonable pricing of the services your dealership provided, and definitely ask them what they liked most about the whole experience. The service manager personnel introduction. People buy from people they trust, and people trust people they like. Coupling this with the fact that people like to support local businesses, there is no better way than with video to convey that your employees are part of your business's local community. These introduction videos don't just have to be the service manager. You can have an introduction video for everyone in your service department. This is where you have the opportunity to, again, humanize the entire department. Imagine this. When you greet the customer and go over services to be performed and simply ask them if you can text it or email them updates as the services are performed, I know personally I would say absolutely, because the last thing I want to do is sit and wonder how things are going, whether I was sitting in the waiting room or especially if I was sitting at work without a vehicle. In doing so, the very first text or email to the customer is your introduction video of the service tech that is working on the customer's vehicle. The technology is available to do this. Along with that, in that same email or text you deliver to that customer, your other service videos could accompany it. These videos are setting the expectations of that particular visit. How powerful would that be? By doing this, you have just humanized the experience and set the customer's expectation all in one fell swoop. According to J.D. Power's CSI case study here just in 2016, only 2% of all customers receive service updates via text or email, but nearly 40% of all customers, from boomers to millennials, doesn't matter, prefer to receive updates via text or email.
Hi, I'm Ron Filling, the Service Director at Russell Toyota Scion, and thank you for visiting our website. I'd like to take this time to show you what Russell has to offer. It starts right here with our valet check-in and parking. Once you've entered our service write-up area, you'll be greeted by one of our 12 service advisors, eager to take care of your service needs. You'll find our staff courteous, friendly, and caring. With your convenience in mind, we also offer shuttle, loaner, and rental vehicles by appointment. For those visits that you'll be waiting with us, please enjoy our spacious and comfortable waiting lounge. Have a cup of coffee and or tea. We also offer Wi-Fi access that you can utilize for school, work, and fun. We offer a children's play area. We also have a quiet lounge for those that would like it. Our dealership has 38 service bays with state-of-the-art diagnostic and repair equipment with factory-trained technicians. Our technicians have met skill level guidelines of the manufacturer of certified, expert, master, as well as the highest level of master diagnostic technician. Focusing on your availability, we offer night owl and early bird drop-off. So that way your vehicle can be dropped off no matter the hour to be serviced. On behalf of the Russell organization, I'd like to thank you again for viewing our website. Please remember, your satisfaction is our #1 priority. Now that you see what we have to offer at Russell Toyota, please enjoy our other online videos that will show a typical service visit. But if you're already convinced, look now on our online scheduler. And don't forget to check our service special links for those special savings that you'll get here at Russell Toyota. Again, my name is Ron Filling, and it'll be our pleasure to serve you.
Now, introduction videos don't have to be long, but they obviously should display the likability of your personnel. They should have a personal element to them, and you should always include the years of experience, certifications, and awards that have been attained. People buy from people they trust, and people trust people they like. And remember, this doesn't just have to be for the service manager. You can have an introduction video for everyone at your store. Humanize and make it personal. A lot of dealerships think that the how-to video will decrease business by showing a customer how to do the repair themselves. The how-to video for a dealership is less of a step-by-step process video, but more so of a general overview of the repair. The reality is, it will go a long way in building trust with your service department and also with the price. Discuss the time it takes to complete the repair. Discuss any special tools that are needed to do the repair correctly. Cars these days are complicated. Make sure you emphasize that a proper diagnosis is the first thing that needs to be accomplished before proceeding. Discuss potential damages and expenses that could result if the repair isn't completed immediately or very soon, and also the damage and expenses that could result if the repair is done incorrectly or by an untrained technician. Some of these how-to videos could be as simple as how to jumpstart your car, or how to find the battery, how to get the spare tire out in case of a flat. These short, simple, but very effective videos will build trust with your customer, and most importantly, build credibility and trust with your future customers. For best practices, select a dozen or so of your most common and profitable services. Create videos that talk about why they're important to the health of the vehicle, and quick tutorials showing the work involved with the repair. Make sure you talk about the pitfalls and the obstacles of what the do-it-yourselfer will experience. Show the service being done, again, not necessarily in its entirety, but enough to get the complexity across to the viewer. Discuss the costs of the parts and the estimated amount of time it takes to complete the service, given the proper tools and experience versus the time it would take if you didn't have the proper tools or experience. Make sure you talk about what could go wrong. The how-to video can be your best marketing tool. These videos are going to be the most searched for videos in your library. Make sure you have these to build credibility, trust with your customers, and your future customers. Now we're going to talk about the upsell video. Much like how you can deliver the introductory video to your customer after they drop off their vehicle, you can easily deliver an upsell video as an update to your waiting customer. Again, the technology is here for your service tech to shoot a quick video of the service needed or discovered, and then email or text that to the waiting customer. How powerful would that be? Just like my story from earlier on the fear of being upsold, for me personally, unfortunately, this fear can create resistance to any repair recommendations. A short video created by the service advisor can help to alleviate this fear and provide visual proof that a repair is really needed. Videos are far more effective at doing this than photos, because the service advisor can be explaining how the old part is worn and comparing it visually to the new part, along with an explanation of how important it is to get the repair done now. Additionally, advisors can mention the potential impact and costs of related problems that could be caused by not completing the service. Once the upsell video is created, the advisor can text or email it directly to the customer so they can see the video on their mobile device and make a quick decision. If the customer refuses the additional service, send them a how-to so they can appreciate how serious you believe this service is and that it needs to be completed as soon as possible. The more you can help the customer understand this is about their safety and that you aren't just trying to sell repairs that aren't necessary, the more likely the customer will trust you and approve the additional repairs. All the videos we discussed humanize your service department. Remember, creating service videos is to gain your customers' trust, overcome their preconceived fears, and ultimately gain their business. Now that we have all these service videos, where do we put them? Service department videos should definitely be included on your service page of your website, along with being on an additional service videos page of your website. You should have these videos on your Facebook account. These videos can be uploaded to YouTube for video search engine optimization. It is definitely most important to have these videos hosted on a hosting platform that allows you to deliver these videos via email, text, and be placed on landing pages for service department ad campaigns. Now, let me address where to host your video. You and your dealership have spent a lot of money, tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars to get shoppers to your website. The last thing you want is to have that shopper leave your site to watch video on YouTube, where, as we know, YouTube is chock full of videos, especially by your competitors and your competitors' ads that will play over your videos. Yes, YouTube is the free video hosting platform that we recommend you place your video on for additional video search engine optimization. But having your video on YouTube does not mean that we recommend that you have that YouTube video on your site. Here's why. The path that we want our customer to follow is from YouTube to your site, not the other way around. By using a YouTube video on your site, you run the risk of that customer leaving your site to view on YouTube. YouTube wants your customer on YouTube. That's where the revenue comes from, getting those display ads on your video. Those ads are of your competitors. By hosting your videos with a third-party or private hosting platform, you control where the customer views your video. It is the only way to ensure with 100% confidence that those viewers are not leaving your site. Also, it is the actionable data that your third-party hosting provider can capture and report for you about your viewers, which you can then use for remarketing now and in the future, whether that is for service or your sales department. Remember, it is the content that is the most important with your videos. Now, the quality of your videos is definitely important. However, you do not have to hire a professional video crew to produce videos that will have a positive impact on your sales. Today's customer is more interested in a sincere message versus a commercial style video. Just like you create a virtual showroom with your inventory, shoot your videos from within your service department that both allow you to have the best lighting in different situations, but also puts the customer there as well. Let them see what your service department looks like. Depending on the type of video you are shooting, you have several audio options, whether it is recording while you shoot or coming back later to do a custom soundtrack. But most of all, be informative and be sincere. In addition, having a video strategy in your service department is a very important part of your dealership's complete video marketing strategy. Not just because of the impact that it will have on your service revenue, but also because it is an easy way to capture your services, your service customer's viewer profile to match with your CRM records. In other words, you can know if your customer is also watching your inventory videos or new model test drive videos, testimonial videos, or value proposition, you name it. A service video strategy is a must-have in garnering trust, building value, increasing CSI, and ultimately increasing appointments and revenue. And I want to thank you very much for your time and your interest today.
Thank you, Ted. That was great. Hey, everybody, this is Brian with Auto Success again. At this time, please type in any questions that you have for Ted. I've got a few of them already in here. How frequently should you update videos?
Well, depending on what type of videos that you have, the videos, service videos, like we're going to take, for instance, a how to jumpstart your car. That's one that could stay on your website. This is a library that's going to be building. It's not, you're not going to replace them out. You're going to want to leave them up, basically forever. How often do you update them? I think as employees change, maybe that would be apropos. But other than that, if you have an active staff and you have active videos for your services and you're still completing those services, update as you can create them.
All right. Actually, you answered this one with the last slide. Somebody had asked, where should we post these videos? Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, ? But I think you kind of covered that a few slides back. Let's go on to the next question. Do you have any stats on improved upsells with videos?
Do I have any stats with upsells? I don't currently, but I'm working on that. We're working with Kia Puyallup, and we're waiting on those results right now. So no.
All right. Do you have the tech or service writer shoot the video of upsells?
Either one. Whomever you're most comfortable with. A lot of times you have a service writer that has his iPad. He's very technologically connected, but also with platforms out there, every personnel in your service department can have their own portal, if you will, so they could actually upload from their phone directly while they're shooting it and text that to the customer. What we've seen is the service writer basically takes all that information in and whoever's going to be the point of contact with the customer. But it can be shot by the service tech as well.
Okay. What type of device do you recommend for tech upsell videos?
Tech upsell videos, depending on what your service department is utilizing in the department. A lot of them are working with iPads, which shoot video and you can send video from. The techs themselves, working with all the materials that they work with on a daily basis, aren't conducive to phones and everything else, but the video can be shot. The technology is out there that that everyone in your service department can have their own landing page, if you will, their introductory videos that they could shoot from their phone. It would all be on one platform, and you can control the content and see everything from a dealership management standpoint.
Okay. Do you have any CSI improvement stats?
I do not have any CSI improvement stats.
Okay. Well, it looks like that's all of our questions for today. Because of the complexity of this topic, I would like to invite everybody that's on this call, if you haven't yet already, please join Auto Success Webinars. And it's a group on Facebook. You just type it in the search, and it'll come up, request to become a member. And then once you're a member of that group, you know, you'll be able to interact with our speakers, with our staff, but most importantly with each other. You know, every service department is different, every dealership is different, and as you guys, you know, try to implement these video changes in your departments, you know, you're going to have successes and failures, and I invite you to share those with each other through the group of Auto Success Webinars. You know, maybe something that you've done in the past might help somebody else with something they're trying to achieve in the future, or vice versa. So if you're not a member of that group, please join. Ted, is there anything else that you'd like to share with our listeners today?
Well, I just wanted to circle back to the CSI question, the Customer Satisfaction Index, that, you know, you guys are on the ground on a daily basis in the service department working with these customers, and some of you dealers are probably more in tune with getting, you know, what the customer wants to be responded with, or text or email, but considering that only 2% on, you know, from J.D. Powers are getting associated with the, and it was one of the top, there was 5 top categories that were bringing the CSI score down, and communication was one of them. If memory serves, 20%, I believe, is what it accounted for the score coming down, the drop in score year over year. So, you know, the more communication with the customer obviously is going to be huge.
Okay. Well, everybody, I appreciate you all taking the time to join us today. I hope you take the time to join us for a future webinar. Ted will be back with another webinar December the 15th, same time, same channel. We'll see you then. Have a great day.
All right. Thanks a lot, everyone.